then that money is used for them to do whatever it is that they want to do as the government. And then you earn money as interest. It gets paid into your Easy Equities account. So it's something like a dividend, but not necessarily a dividend. They term it as interest. Then you can use that money to either buy more bonds or to invest somewhere else. But yeah, one of our top performing products on Easy Equities. And then bundles are managed portfolios. So we've got asset managers that work for Easy Equities. One of our partner is Easy Asset Management. So they have their bundles on here. Essentially, what this means is there is a very top class individual who literally studies the market day in, day out, and puts together a little basket of all these companies and says, you know what, this is going to be a top performing bundle, and they manage it. So by them managing it, it means if they see that any one of those equities are not performing, they're able to remove and add so that it's to the benefit of the client. That's a bundle. And then a basket is for you. So you can pick and choose whatever equities you want, put them together, and then bulk buy, those shares. The money is also split equally across the companies that you would have put together. Whether you've got 10 companies or only 2, it forms a basket. So it makes it easier for a lot of our clients who don't really want to go through the stocks one by one. They just create their own little bundles, and then it gives them that offer. For now, we've switched off our baskets because we're introducing our new AI. It's coming very, very soon. This AI, you'd be able to type in, listen, I want to invest 1,000 Rand in the mining sector. Give me your top 10 performing companies in the mining sector. Put it together, create a basket for me, and spread my money equally. So then it also automates that process. The AI is able to also give you back feedback to say, listen, as much as you said you want the top 10, this one doesn't look like for the next 6 months it'll be performing well because they would have reported XYZ. So it goes and fetches information from all our resources within the market and then gives you that information. Then you can, decide thereafter if you really want to go ahead with this basket, or maybe you want to just change some of your properties. So that's coming very soon. So those, I've said a lot, but those are our products. And once you get used to it, and once you familiarize yourself with our platform, you'll understand how easy it is to actually do it on your own. Or if you want, like a step-by-step guide, you're able to call us and we can take you through it. I'm gonna move on to our second last slide. So these are just our resources. There's a lot of clients who've honestly asked us, guys, I don't know where to start. I do want to invest. I genuinely just don't know where to look. Like sometimes you can't trust the sources on Google. So what do you have? We've got the graphs, we've got the charts for every single product that's on our platform. When you click on it, if I go back to the Capitec slide, this graph here on your left that shows you Capitec's performance over a period of time. So you can choose 1 month, you can choose 3 months, 6 months, a year, or maximum, which is from when Easy Equity started to now. And you'll be able to see Capitec's performance. Just using this graph alone, you guys are able to see that Capitec literally grew as a company between September the 4th and September 11th. And this also can help you sort of gauge when you want to enter the market, when you want to actually buy the share. We also have summarized resources though on our blogs, on our FAQs, on our fact sheets. This is attached to every single ETF and every single managed portfolio, which is a bundle. A fact sheet literally gives you a breakdown. These are the companies you're investing in. This is the weighting of each company. This is the performance of each company. And you can then make your informed decision. Or you can go to our Easy ETFs website, search Satrix 40 versus Signia 40, and see the performance difference between these two ETFs. And then we've got Easy Academy. Easy Academy is sort of like our little UNISA. That's what we refer to it. You can log in for free. You don't charge anybody. And you've got videos that explain every concept of investing on our platform. And just in general, it's general knowledge, but obviously we try to make it very specific to Easy Equities. And then, just Academy. It does help you to just learn more. And then we do send weekly emails to all of our clients, top performing companies, companies that are paying dividends. What's going on in the market? Is there any company that you need to look out for? And in no way are we giving clients advice, because we're not allowed to, but we are guiding you to say, listen, this is what we've seen. Thungela is performing very well now. They're about to pay 300 Rand per share dividend. Best performing equity for the past 6 months. This is what they're about. You can check it out on our platform, etc., etc. So we do try and give you guys all that information. And then there are a few questions that were sent to me that a lot of people have been asking, which is like our frequently asked questions. Who do we offer our products to? So we offer our products to everybody above 18. So if you're an adult, by all means, you can register on our platform. But we also cater to minors. So these are individuals that are below 18. So literally on the first day, like, of your baby on earth, you can register an account for them for as long as you've got their birth certificate, and start investing for them or saving for them via Easy Equities. Because they are younger than 18, they won't be able to gain access to the international wallets. So at registration, they only get access to your ZAR, which is the normal JSE access, and then the TFSA and Easy Properties, and then Easy Crypto. For all our ZAR-based products, they can get, but just not the international wallets, right? The other question I received was, so I just want to read it. If you're outside of South Africa, how can you open an Easy Equities account? Same process on our Easy Equities website. You click on register, you fill in your details. Because we've got international wallets, we literally can offer our product to the whole world. It doesn't matter where you're from. There are obviously limitations. For example, tax regulations will not allow us to offer the TFSA to people that don't reside within South Africa or do not have a South African ID number or tax number. So those are the only little limitations, but you have access to the ZAR wallet, you have access to the international wallets, you'll have access to Easy Properties. For as long as you've got a South African bank account, it genuinely doesn't matter where you're from. You can trade anywhere using any of our products on our platform.
Hi, Tembi, sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, I think there's another question here. It says, what is the minimum amount to invest?
Okay.
Hello?
What is the minimum amount to invest? All right. We do not have or require any minimums. Like I said, because we have the ability to offer fractional shares, you can buy a share for 5 Rand. You can literally buy a share for 5 Rand on our platform, and it will go through. Obviously, it will be a fraction of a share, so it won't be the whole share unless one share costs 5 Rand. But we have no minimums. Any amount that you have, you can invest with Easy Equities. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Can children have Easy Equities account? 100%. Educate on how TFSA and Easy Equities works. Okay, I will cover that again. That is your tax-free savings account. You can put any amount up to 36,000 annually. And by annually, I mean the financial year, right? So 1 March up until February of the next month, of the next year. Whether you want to put in bulk 36,000 or put in 3,000 every month, however much you have, you can put that into your TFSA. What goes in is what SARS looks at. So it will say, okay, Jessica put in 10,000 Rand in this financial year. We will not tax her on that 10,000 Rand. However, my portfolio will be showing that I've got 25,000 Rand because I invested that money. I earned interest on that money. I earned dividends on that money that I put in. They do not tax me on my profits as well. So it's literally only the money that goes in. the profits you've made from your investments and all that stuff, you will not get taxed on it. And we do provide with a tax certificate on our platform. So when you do your returns and SARS comes and says, listen, it looks like you've got a tax-free savings account, we need proof of that portfolio so that they can calculate it correctly, you're able to send them the Easy Equities tax certificate. We do submit on behalf of our clients, but there are some clients who want to do everything manually and do it for themselves. So they then send the tax certificate. I see a question in the chat. Is there a specific interest earned for the investment of any product? Sure. No, it varies because the market moves, guys. It's constantly moving, right? So I can't necessarily say, okay, over this period of time, you're going to make 10% interest on your investments. It doesn't work like that. The interest is stable only when it's just cash that is not invested, that you just put in for savings purposes. But on your investments, there's no way we can guarantee that you're going to make X amount. The only people that can give you some sort of guarantee are our asset managers, because they're the ones that actually calculate and study the market and study the price that they would have put into one bundle or one managed portfolio. Depending on how a company performs in the market. Let me give you a typical example. I don't know if you guys are aware of what happened to Aveng. Aveng lost its value in less than 24 hours. Literally went from about 1,000 something rand per share and dropped to 5 cents per share. And clients who had 100,000 invested in Aveng lost everything in a matter of less than 24 hours. But that's just the market. It reacts to how the company is performing. With Aveng, there were alleged fraud cases and all that stuff that caused for it to crash. But the opposite is also true as well. Something marvelous could happen. For example, a lot of companies who share their financial results every year, you will see a little bit of a gain in the market, and a lot of their clients, obviously enjoy that because it's making them a lot of money. So when clients announce financial results, just check what those results are saying. Focus on the profit. How much did this company make? That profit is your dividend as a shareholder. The profit that company would have made is your dividend. And just to explain the dividend, if you're a shareholder, for example, Purple Group, which is our holding company, and Purple Group declares that they've made a profit of 1 billion and they want to share that 1 billion with their shareholders, they'll then pay you that dividend, obviously based on how many shares you hold. So if they say we are paying 300 rand per share and you've got 1,000 rand invested, you are getting 1,000 times 300 rand, and that is your dividend. And that's how a lot of our clients make their money. Instead of withdrawing the dividend, they then take it and buy more Purple Group shares so that the next time they declare their financials, I get more money, because now I no longer have 1,000 shares, I've got 2,600 shares. And now they're going to pay me 300 times 2.6. And as you continue to do that, the more your shares. But it is long term, because some companies declare maybe twice a year, others do it quarterly, others only do it once a year. So it really does depend on the companies that you are invested in. So there's no straight answer on how much you could potentially make or lose on an investment. All right, cool. Let me just check if there's any more questions. All right, how to invest using Easy Equities, the other platforms, Easy Properties, Easy Equities USD, and our crypto accounts. So what we've done is, because these are all under the Easy umbrella, we've just made the registration very simple. You register once and you're able to activate the rest of these portfolios. So when you register, the main account would be the Easy Equities ZAR account, which is your rand-based account. And then you have the option to activate and deactivate the ones that you want and the ones that you don't want, right? So if you want TFSA, you'll click on activate TFSA. Oh, okay, they've got crypto, activate crypto. Oh, I see, they've got Easy Properties, activate Easy Properties. And all of those get added into your portfolio as wallets of different colors. So ZAR would be red, properties would be blue, cryptos like purple, USD is its own color, green is Australian dollar, etc., etc. And then the ones you don't find interest in, you don't really have to activate them. Or if they're already activated, you can hide them because you know what, I don't really want to put my money in. And then from there, like I said, it's very easy for you guys to transfer money in and out. So you would put money into your ZAR account, let's say 1,000 Rand, then you move 100 Rand to Easy Properties, 100 Rand to Easy, 100 Rand to Easy Protect, maybe if you got the life insurance, 100 Rand to your TFSA, and then whatever it is that you want to buy in these different wallets, you can do it. And that's how it literally works. Whatever amount you put in that you want to buy, the system automatically calculates for you how many shares you would be getting. We do send trade confirmation, so you do have proof that, you know, I am a shareholder, I bought these shares. We are also regulated, so that means we have to report all your transactions via SARS, via the FSCA phase. We comply to POPI. We have to add your names on the share registry, which is Computershare. So if you are a shareholder, your name would be there. If you want to just confirm, like I know some people have trust issues, and that's okay. Sometimes we'll call Computershare and say, hey, listen, I bought shares on Easy Equities. Can you confirm how many shares I hold in Capitec? And they'd ask you, you know, personal detail security questions. And once you answer that correctly, they say, okay, Jessica, you own 1,000 shares in Capitec. And that would be your confirmation. And they're also able to send you the confirmation by email or post. Hi, Nita, I see your hand is raised.
Yes, so I just wanted to ask with Easy Properties. So I know on your platform you would have the various kinds of properties where people can go in and buy shares, and I understand that it's all about buying shares into these properties as well. But what are the things that I should look at before I invest, especially in terms, I know with a company's performance, um, you know, whether it's going up or down, but is it the same with property? As far as I'm concerned, property increases with value. But is there a time where I can lose money in Easy Properties because I don't know, the property is not performing well? So if I pick a property, is there specific things that I have to look at before I invest in there or buy shares in there?
Sure, thank you. That's actually a very good question. I'll start off by saying, guys, with investing, there's always a risk. So I also can't say, oh, you'll definitely not lose your money, because I mean, property is not as liquid or illiquid as share trading, right? But there is a sort of, let me say, comfortability with property because it is slower than trading on the market, right? So, for example, to buy and sell shares, you only do it quarterly in the year, and we do it via the JSE. But that means that the same amount of time it took to buy the shares is most likely the same amount of time it would take for you to lose your money. That's first of all. So it would be about 3 months for you to decide, you know what, no, actually, this is not working for me. And then also for the purposes of reassuring our clients, especially when it comes to losses, we keep your shares or we keep your money in a separate account, so that if by any chance anything were to happen to the company that would cause a massive loss, it's sort of like an insurance for the company that we are able to replace that money. Obviously, it depends. Don't quote me. It's not like you're guaranteed to get all the money you would have invested back. No. But we do honestly try on our end to make sure that we have these insurances in place to make sure that if there is a great dip, to notify you, to say, listen, we've had to With a lot of our accounts, we don't allow your accounts to go into a negative. So if we see that you're making such a big loss that your account will get to close to zero, even a negative, you will get a our trading desk saying, hey, listen, you're actually not paying attention to your portfolio, but this one stock on your account is performing like this. Would you like us to sell for you so that you don't lose all of your money, or, like literally lose all your assets and have your account in a negative? Or would you like us to call you tomorrow with an update? Maybe we can do some sort of investigations for you. Like, our trading desk is very helpful in this sense. When you ask them for information regarding certain companies, they're able to give you that as well. So it's not like we're just saying, hey, do it yourself. We're just here to, get your money. No, we actually provide that extra support for those clients. We're just like, look, I'm not sure what's going on here. I see major losses. What should I do? We also monitor accounts every day, every minute, for as long as the market is open, to make sure that we notify clients if we see that, no, it's not working out. It's just not combining. Now, to answer your question regarding properties specifically, it is based on the value of the property, and the valuations are done every quarter, right? We have that information available on our Easy Properties website. I'm gonna share my screen now and just show you what it looks like at a glance. Please just confirm if you see the Easy Properties website on your screen.
Yes, we can see
so
it.
These are the properties we have. Property community we have invested in. It just gives you a little rundown, and then our investment portfolio. So as we scroll down, every single property, the raised funds is for the IPO, right? For us to occupy that actual property. 103% oversubscribed, which means more than 100% of people put money into this, and these are the number of investors, right? There's a long list of properties on this website. When you click on checkout, so let's say 6 on N, it will then give you a specific rundown. Sorry, I'm just waiting for it to load on the actual property with all the details. So estimated net rental yield is 8.8%. Internal rate of return is 9.7%. Market valuation, this is how much the property was valued at, 10,081,000. Easy Properties discount would be 7.9%. And then if you scroll down, property description with the annual valuation from last year, quarterly report, and the prospectus. Okay, so all that information is there. It literally tells you, even breaks it down on a quarterly. How much rental have we made from this property? If it was not rental, what is it that we're doing with this property? How are we earning interest? Were there any capital gains? Capital distribution and dividends are also paid to you as a shareholder, same as Easy Equities, every quarter after an auction. Whatever profit that this property would have made is what you make essentially as the shareholder. And most of our properties, you can hold for the term is 5 years, but you can sell within those 5 years. If you feel like after 3 months, I don't want to hold these shares anymore, you're 100% able to sell. But the maturity of that property is 5 years, when all your profits and everything will be paid back to you, including the amount invested. So it will be invested amount plus the capital gain, less costs, and that would be your total investment. You can use that money to buy more properties, or maybe send it back to Easy Equities and rather invest there. But all that information is 100% available on our website. All of our properties, except for 2, if I'm not mistaken, are on Airbnb. So we make rental, as in have people who occupy these spaces for a long period of time, so 12 months, 24 months. And then we have our ad hoc rentals, which is the Airbnb bookings. So we really are trying to make sure that we accumulate a lot of money from these properties so that we can pay back our clients. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Thank you. Sure. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, I just got a question on that. On the easy properties you were talking about. Like, I understand that on the easy properties, it's EPOS, right? In still initial public offering. But when maybe I think maybe I've got an emergency and I want to sell my shares, how does it? Like, I notice it's a bit different from the easy equity side. Easy
Yes.
equities, you can actually sell your shares on your own, but at easy property side, you can't.
No. At IPO stage, you can cancel, right? You can disinvest. But once the property is listed and the shares have been allocated, you have to wait for the next quarter for you to sell the shares. So while it's still an IPO, you can disinvest and be like, you know what, I'll wait for the next property, or I have an emergency, I just need my money back. There is a cancel order option on the platform and you'll get your money back immediately. However, if the IPO is closed and your money is still invested in there, then that money will be allocated to you in the form of shares, and you have to wait for the next auction in order for you to sell and withdraw the money.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you. And I noticed we had another question on the chat box. Dipo was saying, okay, so the dividends will be determined by the company's performance. So it means there's a possibility of not earning dividends if the company is not making any profits.
Yes, there is a possibility that it wouldn't. A lot of our companies pay dividends every quarter. For the slow profiting companies, instead of every quarter, they'll make a sense announcement. A sense announcement is just basically an announcement that goes via SE to say we will declare maybe biannually instead of quarterly because it was a slow year, so that clients constantly or shareholders constantly get something back. But there have been periods where a company doesn't pay dividends in that year, and that would be reflected in their financials. Maybe they had more liabilities than they did have assets, and that's where the money went to, etc. It is a possibility, not that it always happens. Sure. Is there anything else, guys?
Mona Lisa, I'm not sure if you are still there, but you had that question you want to ask me about, like, which platforms can you buy shares on? Netflix, Apple, and all that. Were you answered on that?
The USD. Yeah.
Yes, I am sorted. It's the USD option. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So for as long as it's listed on the New York Stock Exchange, it's most probably on Easy Equities, and you can buy on Easy Equities. I think I can actually show you.
Okay. Yes, please show us.
Just give me, let me share. You're not. Let me go via the normal website. Okay, that's fine. All right. So you would go into, sorry, it's still loading. There we go. So you would go into your Easy Equities USD account, right? Okay, well, my value is 0 because it's a test account, right? But if you go to...
We're not seeing your screen.
You're not?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
No.
Okay. Oh, I didn't press share. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Do you see it now?
Yes, we can see it
There
now.
we go. So you use these, the light blue, right? So when you click on that and then you click on invest now at the top, you then see this list of companies. These are all the companies that are listed in the New York Stock Exchange, right? In alphabetical order. I mean, your Airbnb is right there as well. But if you want to search, she said Netflix, sorry. And there it is. If you click on Netflix, it then gives you a summary of its performance. And as you can see, over time, it has grown in value. So even though it had dips like here, 21 February, it went up, it dipped again, 23rd of February, went up, dipped again on the 28th, went all the way up on the 1st of March,